It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We're joined by Ari Gutierrez. She is the co-chair of the Building Healthy Communities Initiative in Boyle Heights. Tell us about this campaign, Ari.
Yeah, well, you know, the Building Healthy Communities Initiative is something that's a statewide program funded by the California Endowment. They have 14 regions. So in Los Angeles, we have the Boyle Heights region.
Right.
Within that, we have several campaigns. One is around schools, school health and safety. The other one is neighborhoods, and the other one is prevention around health and ACA and you know, the Affordable Care Act and all that. So within the schools program, what we're trying to advocate for is around what's called the School Climate Bill of Rights.
And you have an event coming up, and I do want to talk about that early. It's on June 6th. From 4:30 to 8 at Roosevelt High School. And guess who's showing up at the event? What's her name?
Superintendent Michelle King.
That's huge.
She is the brand new superintendent selected this year. In the years that we've been on the campaign, we've got 3 superintendents in 3 years. So we're very excited to have her because we're also very hopeful because she has grown up within the system. So she's from the community. She's a former teacher. She was on a task force around the intervention and prevention programs.
And so what is your focus? Because you talk about school climate bill of rights. That's not climate change.
No, it's not about it's not about the weather.
Yeah.
It's really about how students feel on campus. Do you feel like you're on lockdown? Do you feel like you know, you might be arrested if you make a wrong turn down the hallway? Or do you feel like you have a welcoming space, you feel safe? If you identify as LGBT, is this a space where you're not going to get bullied by fellow students or demeaned by a teacher?
What about various ethnic groups and gang affiliations? Is that along the same lines?
It's about creating that safe space at school because you want students to be able to go to school, number one, want to go to school, succeed at school, and feel welcome. And you know, certainly there's a discipline component to all that in order to keep the space safe. But there's alternative methods. For example, restorative justice is a program that's gaining more popularity.
Explain it.
The idea is to develop an understanding between the parties. Number one, establish the culture in the school. But then if there is an incident, to be able to talk about it and bring the parents in and talk about it. And then when you get to know each other and you understand what the root causes are and what the challenges that the other person has, that you have, then you start to realize, you know what, they've got it harder than I do, or we're in the same boat.
So
we need to support each other.
Given that we have a new funding formula, which allows local control, the local control funding formula, and input from stakeholders through local control accountability plans, are you able to spread that message more easily and actually affect funding decisions?
Well, you know, this is a new supplementary funds that school districts are getting thanks to, you know, the population, you know, and the state legislature and all that. And the communities should be able to inform, hey, we need this type of extra help, and we know that this is working, and we would like to participate in doing this. And so our campaign, as the Healthy Schools campaign in Boyle Heights, wants to be able to inform the policies of the school district and help in the success of those type of programs.
And again, the event June 6th at Roosevelt High School, the Community Unity Forum with LAUSD Superintendent Michelle King. Ari, thanks for joining us.